So at this point, we have almost all seen the Nintendo Direct Mini, and it led us to believe that Nintendo, while they will still obviously be making new games and be supporting some indie games, they are totally comfortable with putting out ports from other consoles, specifically ports from the Wii U, because, well, obviously the Wii U didn't sell that great, but even though it didn't sell that great, it doesn't mean it didn't have a ton of very fun games. And so today I'm going to be talking a lot about a lot of the games I would love to see be ported over to the Nintendo Switch in 2018. The first one's kind of obvious, and I think it's one that almost everyone would expect for anyone to say. It's Super Smash Bros. 4 from the Wii U. Now, this is a game that I played to death on the Wii U, and I think a ton of other people did. And if you had a Wii U and you didn't have this game, then I don't even know anyone that would be like that, but you would have to get it on the Switch. And I think if they made a whole entire new game, that might sell better, but a port would sell still great. I mean, Super Smash Bros. Games kind of are some of the biggest Nintendo games that they could release. This is the kind of game I think would be perfect for an E3 trailer, even if it was nothing but the logo flashing saying more info coming soon. I think that would still drive people crazy and everyone would go nuts because these are really great games. The next one is something that I personally would love, and this is the game Fortnite Battle Royale. This game it's humongous right now. If you don't know about it, you must be living under a rock or something. This game, everyone's talking about, everyone's playing it, and it's a free game. And I think the only way Nintendo would be able to get it is if they put it out right when they updated their online system, because as of now it's really complicated and I don't think I would ever use it, and I know a ton of other people wouldn't. And they need to make it cross-compatible, because I would love to be able to play this game with some of my friends that have it on Xbox or PS4 or really anywhere. This is a game that all my friends talk about. Everyone plays it really right now. And I've played it myself. It's a great game. I think it could do really well on the Nintendo Switch. It's animated perfect for a Nintendo console game, and I really would love to see it. I said earlier that the Wii U didn't sell that great, and that it did have some very fun games, and that's definitely true. One of the best ones, however, is Super Mario 3D World. This is a game that me and my brother played a lot, and we had a lot of fun with it. It's definitely not the best Mario game. It's definitely not even close to as good as Super Mario Odyssey, but yeah, it's definitely not a game that should go unplayed. It's very fun. It has 4 players, and it gets a little bit chaotic at times, but that's part of the experience. So this is a game that I think is really fun. A lot of people that didn't have the Wii U would definitely buy it. I don't know if I would buy it again, because if it's the same levels, really no point, but that might be the only thing stopping it, because it was one of the highest sold games on the Wii U. But like I said, not a lot of people had the Wii U, so a ton of the people that have the Switch now would get this game, and it is a really fun game, so I could see it happening, and I would like for it to happen. I think it would sell very well. The next game I would love to see is Madden, and there is an app called Madden Mobile. I know it's sold very well, and I think if they could get the full Madden game that you can get on PS4 and Xbox onto a handheld console, that would just do great. I know EA ported FIFA, and they did say one time that it didn't sell that great on Nintendo Switch, but that port wasn't that great. I mean, let's be honest, it wasn't a good port. I think Madden, however, would do really great. It's a game that a ton of people have played for a long time. Being able to take it anywhere, play online mode on a handheld console would be that'd be a big thing. This next one's unlikely, but definitely possible. So the Mario Sports series has had its ups and downs, but on the Wii, it had 2 specific games that I really loved. 2 games that I think would fit perfectly on the Nintendo Switch with handheld mode and local multiplayer. I think Mario Super Sluggers is one of my favorite games of all time. I don't know that for sure, but it really is a fun game that I have loved playing throughout my life. It's a game that whenever I have friends over, now granted, a lot of my friends are baseball players, but whenever I have friends over, they always are asking to play Mario Super Sluggers. It's a great multiplayer experience, game that I really love, and I think it would go perfectly on the Nintendo Switch. This next game is another Mario sports game, also from the Wii, and it is Mario Strikers. Mario Strikers is really a unique game. It's probably the best Mario sports game in history. I would say this game is so fun. I'm not even a soccer player myself. My brother is, and that's kind of how I got to start playing this game. He one time showed it to me and we played it a lot. And this game is so fun. It's, like I said with Mario Super Sluggers, this game would also fit perfectly on the Switch with local multiplayer in mind. I think this is something that really has to happen. I would be surprised if they don't at least announce either a port for this game or maybe even a whole entire new one in the next year or so. This game is so great. And Mario sports games, we'll see how Mario Tennis Aces does, but I feel like that game could sell very well. And if it does, I think this is definitely likely to happen. And if it is, I would definitely buy it. I know a lot of other people would. It's just something that really, it kind of has to happen. So the last game I'll talk about is possibly the one that I want most, and also possibly the most likely, so that's a good thing. And it's Super Mario Maker. This is a game that was humongous on the Wii U, and that's kind of weird to say because there weren't a lot of humongous games on the Wii U. But even still, after the death of the Wii U, there's still a lot of YouTubers making Let's Plays of this game, and I think impact-wise, it was the biggest one. It sold very well. It was very fun. Still is fun. I played a lot still. And I think if they could make it a 2-player game, that would make it sell even better. And it's the kind of game that really will never die because you're never going to run out of levels. That's something really unique to this game, and definitely one of the most replayable games of all time. I love it. It's a really fun game, and I think it would fit perfectly on this handheld console. And I know I've said that about almost every one of these games, but that's because having it be a handheld portable console really does bring a whole different story to these games, and I think that's one of the main reasons why Nintendo is making all these ports. And I like that. I think having a portable version of almost any game makes it a little bit better, so you can play it however you want. And that's something, it's probably the main reason why the Nintendo Switch is selling so well, honestly. But yeah, Mario Maker, I think it's very likely to happen. Thank you for clicking on this video and sticking all the way to the end. You, my friend, must be a pretty hardcore Nintendo fan. Now, this is obviously my first video. Please subscribe, and I want to know down below what I did wrong, because of course I did a lot of things wrong. This is my first video, it's not going to be perfect. Tell me what you think I should do differently next time, and tell me also what you want to see on the Nintendo Switch in 2018, or really ever. I think I'll be posting pretty much only things about Nintendo, specifically the Nintendo Switch, because that's kind of like the console to talk about right now. And so if you're into that kind of stuff, please subscribe, and I hope you enjoy my content. Alright, peace out.